right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. Like, subscribe, and share, and thank you guys for watching the videos. Okay, so here's the Iraq report. I was supposed to post the alien interview that's coming up in July or June. I don't know, July or June, whatever it was. Benny sent me the picture, right? To post on my cover. I think he's already posted the picture. I think. I'm going to. I was trying to think if I should edit it some more and add like an actual interview, like somebody sitting across from each other on there as well. So I'm thinking it's missing some things. Maybe I can add the words, maybe elite on there and Space Force, and then have like two people, like a human being and an alien sitting across from each other, facing off, or something like that. For the something more. I think it needed to be more. So I wanted a little bit more. So I'm gonna try to edit that myself. So if you haven't, so that's why I haven't posted it on my personal Facebook page as my cover yet. Okay, because I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. Okay. But anyways, yeah. So that's that. Let's get started with the report here. It says urgent. Parliament begins its second legislative term in the presence of Saleh and Abdul Mahdi Saturday. Okay, I know some of you guys thought it was right now. It's Saturday, right? So Saturday, that's what's going to happen on Saturday. Today's Tuesday. We understand. I didn't see anything from the Supreme Courts today so that maybe we'll give it till Thursday. Hopefully by Thursday they have, or Friday they have. I know Friday is holy day, so they usually don't do anything, but maybe Thursday night, they'll have the decision on the guy's complaint about the defense minister position for cabinet. So then they can go ahead and vote on a defense minister if that's what they're going to do on Saturday. They have plans to do that Saturday, but they need this decision to be done by the Supreme Court. And I haven't heard anything today. Maybe we get something tonight into tomorrow or by Friday. Okay. Maybe even early Saturday morning they get it done before they go into the first session. Okay. And hopefully they have a quorum. And as you can see here, they better have a quorum because the prime minister is going to be there with the president. Okay, and the speaker. The three presidencies are going to be there. Yesterday I put on Currency 365, Iraq's big day is Saturday, right? So they're going to vote on the presence of foreign troops to remove them, right? And they're also going to vote on the cabinet members. So Saturday is a big day. Let's see what they get done, if anything, right? They should at least be able to hold a quorum with the presence of the Speaker of the House, President, and the Prime Minister. Okay, so we'll see how this plays out going forward. Okay, so let me move this up, and we're done with that. And I'm going to go to another article, but I'm just going to keep it right there, and we'll come back and finish this off at the end. Okay, so this one right here is this could be a lie, this could be made up, this could be just for foolery. I don't know what this is all about, but we're just gonna read it because it's there. Okay, so I don't know who B is, but it says B, the argument of disease will resign. Abdel Mahdi, okay, and will cost Fayad for the premiership. So basically, they're saying that Abdul Mahdi is going to. This article is saying, not me. Okay, it's Sky Press. I don't know what is going on here, and it's this guy Al-Ghanim or whatever his name is, Ghanim, okay, or something like that. He's saying that Abdul Mahdi is going to resign. Okay, so we might get a shocker on Saturday if this is true. So I don't know, but a lot of these articles are false and fake and made up just for people to be deceived. So we got to keep that in mind. But he's saying that he believes that Abdul Mahdi will resign, and it's going to be because of health reasons. That's what he's going to say. Even though he doesn't want to resign, he wants to continue being the prime minister. But they're forcing him to resign due to health reasons, and they're going to replace him with Fayad. The guy that couldn't the guy who couldn't even be the minister of interior, he's not going to be the prime minister. Now that we would be in big trouble, okay? So, yeah, if this happens, you heard it here first, right? If it doesn't happen, thank God, right? So, I don't know what's going on, man. I have no clue. But anyway, it just says here that Abdul Mahdi will resign by means of a sentence and to be said to offer your resignation for health and other reasons. So you just, the translation is terrible, but whatever. And then there says that today Saleh is the president of the republic, who is believed to be the protector of the Constitution, and who has the authority to appoint the prime minister to assume the functions of the government. Okay, so if Saleh is the president of Iraq, which we know he is, and he's about the Constitution and protecting it, why would he put Fayad in there, knowing that Fayad is not a technocrat and Fayad is corrupt out of his mind? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. But I'm pretty sure the liberals will be happy about this. Okay. I'm pretty sure Iran and the Iranian people and the liberals would be happy to have Fayad as the prime minister because they know nothing is going to ever happen with him in there. Okay, giving purchasing power to the citizens. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, so he says he has the authority to appoint the prime minister. Blah 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 blah. And then he said that and the guy's name is here. Gahim or a guy, I don't know how to say it, but whatever. He says that Abdul Mahdi will resign due to health reasons or other reasons, and he says he does not wish to resign though. So he doesn't wish to resign, but he will resign for some type of health reason or some type of. He'll just make up something. Is what he's saying, and that Fayad will take his place. Okay, so this is what this guy is saying. Okay, not me, not Sky News, not Sky Press. This guy right here. Okay, he's the guy saying it. I don't know, I've seen his name before, and I think I've said we probably covered him before. Here's his full name: Sheikh Naif Al-Ghanim. Okay, so he's the guy who is saying this. He's the head of He's the head of the media and studies monitoring centers. So he's the one saying that Abdul Mahdi is going to resign, and for health reasons or some other strange reason that he's just going to make up, and Fayad the president of Iraq will then nominate Fayad as the governor, as the prime minister. Now, last I checked, did that go? I mean, did they talk about that with Sauter? I mean, I know Sauter met with these people now, and he had an agreement that that Fayad would not be the interior minister. But did he have an agreement that Fayad would be the prime minister? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. So if he did, then that's saying much. That's saying a lot, right? Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting if this happened going forward. But I think it could be a big joke. I'm just reading it to you guys just in case it did happen, so at least we know that we called it out, and just in case this happens. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say bull crap until we see it, right? And so we don't know. So he says that he believes that Fayad would be the temporary appointed prime minister until elections are held in the form of an emergency government. I wonder where they got that word from. Anyways, confirming that the thesis is a direct deal between the United States and Iran. Now, I think you might want to say not the United States, but the liberal Congress and Iran. That's where it's coming from. Ain't no Republican putting their name in for no Fayad and Maliki, okay? Because he's a Maliki, puppet master. So it's the liberals It's the liberal government in Iran, because the liberals mess with Iran. The liberals love Iran, right? So the liberals and United States liberals and Iran. Let's make sure we're clear on that. It's not the independents. It's not the Republicans. It's the liberal Democrats and Iran are considering removing this guy and putting this guy in there to stop the revaluation, to stop the reset of currencies, and when the wealth transfer of the Iraq for the Iraqi people. All right, so let's see let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Also, I talked about this on Currency 365 today. Central bank governor, 80% of the citizens do not have bank accounts. And if you guys heard my video yesterday on Currency 365, I talked about this yesterday. And then here's the article today. So I didn't know they're gonna put an article out today. I had no clue. Okay, I don't have somebody living in Iraq telling me about the articles a day or two ahead of times. You know what I mean? We know what Guru does, right? Or did, and so he would say stuff, and the articles would come out because he had somebody that was right there reading the articles and getting the articles, and they're clearly 8, 9, 10 hours ahead of time, ahead of schedule. So it is what it is. So no shade, no shade included. But you guys know who I'm talking about. But no shade included. It's not like I'm throwing shade. He told us that the guy was in Iraq. So you know what I mean. So we know that. So he's not like he was hiding it from us or anything like that. But anyway, so yeah. So this is obvious. The citizens are stashing the IQD. I talk about it on Currency 365. So I'm not going to talk about it much here. You guys can just watch that video. Okay, so let's go back here and let's check out what else is going on. And it says Saleh, the presence of coalition forces at the request of Iraq. So once again, Saleh is beating the drum that we requested these American troops, man, because Maliki and Obama Maliki, because of Maliki, no one knew that Obama was the part of it until Maliki spilled the beans on it, right? So Maliki allowed these Daesh members to come in and told his Iraqi forces to drop their weapons and run. And Daesh picked up the weapons and started terrorizing and killing the innocent citizens, right? And so they requested the American troops back into the country. So all these Iranian puppets and Iranian-backed puppets are telling the Americans and other foreign troops, you need to leave, but you requested us, okay? And so he's saying that because he knows that the vote is on Saturday to remove the foreign troops, which could also be a break in the system of a national emergency if you remove the troops. Now, what do I expect Donald Trump to do? I already told Donald Trump what to do already. If you guys remember, last month or in December, I told Donald Trump exactly what to do. Go along with the plan and pretend that you're leaving the country and allow those new terrorist groups that these crooked politicians have waiting in the wings. As soon as you leave, they're going to pounce those terrorist groups into Iraq. And so you pretend that you're leaving, okay? You pack your stuff up, you pretend that you're leaving, you give them the thumbs up, we're out of here, see you guys later. Same thing with the foreign troops, you coordinate it together, and these terrorist groups, and then the government of Iraq, and these corrupted government people of Iraq, go ahead and announce that these terrorist groups to come in and terrorize. And as soon as they come in, the troops rise and pounce on these dudes and annihilate them. And then guess what? It's a wrap. That corrupt government, we know it was you. We know it was you that was about to destroy your own country and your citizens. And if I'm a citizen member, I'm coming out and I am punching these dudes in the face, and we're hanging these people for treason, and we're removing them, and we're putting new people in, and we're raising our value, and we're removing all the corrupt. Okay? That sounds harsh for some of you guys. That's reality. I'm sorry. Okay? So that's what I would do. I would pretend that I'm leaving Iraq with foreign troops, but I'm really not. I'm on the outskirts and I'm waiting, or I'm still in. I'm in hidden underground areas because I know they got a bunch of hidden underground areas. I pretend that I'm out. I'm hiding right. I'm in the outskirts. I'm in Syria or in the borderlines. I'm hiding in the Kurdistan regions. I'm hiding around Kirkuk and all the other areas, and we're hiding, and we're out. When Donald Trump declares that the American forces are out of Iraq and other foreign troops as well, and then as soon as that happens, probably will take within 7 to 14 days, because these people are so corrupt. They will rush in these new terrorist groups, and as soon as they rush them in, the American troops will rise up and blow their brains out. And Donald Trump's like, surprise, we didn't go nowhere. And now we know who the real terrorist people are. It's the Iraqi government. Citizens, get them out of there. Okay? And then everybody will know who the real corrupt people are. And it's these guys in the parliament. Get them out. Okay? So that's another way to do it. Okay, so let's see here. He praises U.S. support for Iraq. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Same bullcrap all the time. And more things here, stressing the reverse of image of Iraq brighten the countries of the world through the work of embassies and the diplomatic missions of Iraq. Blah, blah, blah. More from the president confirms. Now, the president might be on our side. He is a Kurd. So he might be on both sides. He is a Kurd, so I'm not sure how much he hates Donald Trump or not. I know he said some things about America, and Donald Trump behind their backs. So he could be, he could be an Iranian puppet as well, even though he's a Kurd. Okay, so we don't trust any of these MF. Okay, I don't cuss, so I'm trying to MF. I try and be as harsh without cussing. I don't know what to say, without being, what's harsh words without cussing? I don't know. So maybe that's not saying anything at all. Abdul Mahdi's policy reveals decisions to combat corruption. Yeah, okay, and visit important figures to Iraq. Well, you've been in office since October, and you refuse to open the files. You literally said you're not opening up the files of corruption. That's what you told You told the world that. You told the world that when somebody asked you that question, you said you have no plans on opening up the corrupt files. That's what you said out of your own mouth. Japanese ambassador to economy news. We are very interested in the private sector to develop the Iraqi economy. Isn't this the same guy that said that if I give Iraq $200 billion, it's probably going to the corrupt people, and we can't trust Iraq with giving them loans, and they need to earn our trust? It's not the same guy. I'm not sure if this is the same guy or not. But I'm not doing nothing in Iraq until I see the technocrats and I see these guys remove that program rate, pretending that their currency is under sanctions is ridiculous. Cabinet decision include borrowing. Oh, God. So here goes the corrupt people gathering in the meeting for more borrowing, and they have oil. Think about this, guys and girls. They have unlimited oil, and oil sitting at $56 a barrel. Brent oil sitting at 60. So they're making a profit, a nice profit off the oil, because to create the oil for them is like $15 or less, right? It takes $15 to get the oil out the ground for them, and they're selling it at 60 something dollars. They're selling it to China for even higher, and yet they're talking about borrow. They got their expensive suits on with the laptops and everything, talking about borrowing money, and yet they got all the oil on the ground. And they're talking about borrowing money. That's because they are stealing all of the money. You're talking about borrowing money because you are stealing from your own country. Okay? There's no reason why Iraq needs to borrow money at this point in time. Especially last year, they were in a surplus. But when you steal it all and you don't distribute it to your country so your country can have economic power and the economy can flow when it's all going to like 50 people and the rest of Iraq are poor, then you need to continue to find ways to borrow and steal money. All right. So Barzani and Pompeo discuss the situation in Iraq by phone. Okay. And Pompeo was like, I ain't trying to come see your ugly butt. And Barzani was like, yeah, I don't want you to come see me. All right. So they just talked over the phone. Okay. So that's it. That's all I have, man. Okay. The two exchanged views on the latest development and political situations in Iraq. All right. So there you go. And so we're still waiting on important laws to be activated. We're still waiting on the cabinet members. We're still waiting on the taxes, the new tariffs to fully spread throughout Iraq and Iraq and affect the citizens mightily with inflation as well. We're still waiting on a lot of things. We're waiting on to see if they vote the U.S. troops and foreign troops out. And if so, does Donald Trump play along, or does Donald Trump say no and goes to visit Iraq and says we're not going anywhere? How does this all play out? It seems like it's gonna play out here within the next, I'm gonna say the next 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, by the time we hit the third week of March, I think things are gonna be heated up. Things are going to turn up, and that's what I'm hoping for, right? I'm hoping that the third week of March, we're just in a nice place of turn up and climax and chaos, and a lot of these things are going to get done, right? In the last 2 weeks of March into April, and hopefully we're hoping that this thing is all done by then. We see what we need to see: complete chaos, complete disasters, economic crisis, maybe some financial crash, maybe impeachment stuff. All these things happen. New terrorist groups, all types of stuff, rising up of citizens, protesting around the world. Just absolute craziness. Things from this. Watch the space, right? Because things from space are also going to be visiting, and things like that. So we just want to see a climax of all these things happen at the same time. Weather events, sun events, everything at one time, creating this chaos of the global currency reset and setting and then the releases happening in that time, and people are saying, why now would you do this? Why now would you do this in this time that we're in right now of chaos? Why is this the right time to release the Iraqi dinar, right? And so that's the prophetic word. So we're just waiting on it to happen. And while we wait, we just, praise God and, just be thankful that we're alive, and that we're going to be able to see this thing happen. And it's going to be scary for many people, but for us, we're going to stick with the prophetic word, and we're going to stick with the articles, and we're going to stick to what we know and what God tells us going forward, and we're not going to be scared and nothing like that. Everybody around us is going to be scared because they don't know what we know. So we just got to be calm and say everything's going to be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. This is expected. This is what's supposed to happen, and that's it. All right, so that's it. Take a look at my other video on Currency 365. I need to also get a Zimbabwe video up for you guys as well, or on Currency 365. And Benny's supposed to be my new promoter. So Benny's supposed to be promoting my videos. So if you see my videos on social media, on his Facebook page. If you get emails about my videos, if you're part of his email list, if you're in the chat in his chat rooms, and my videos are there, it's because Benny's supposed to be promoting my videos. So if you don't see any of that stuff, then let me know. That means Benny's not promoting my stuff, right? I'm paying this guy, right? Benny's my promoter. Okay, so he's not my promoter, so I'm paying him. I'm gonna be paying him, to promote. So so if you guys don't see my stuff all over social media, then Benny's not promoting. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Eyes open. Bye.